we need to talk about Black America. I mean, we actually don't, but according to Skip Bayless, we do. So here we go. Recently, Skip Bayless fired off a show promo tweet asking, is Deion's Colorado now Black America's team? I was like, wait, what? Was there a Black America meeting that I forgot to go to? The social media was not kind to Skip, but let's give him the benefit of the doubt and explore the segment that actually aired on Undisputed. Because Skip Bayless asked a question to Richard Sherman and Keyshawn Johnson based on an article written by Mike Freeman of USA Today, in which Freeman says, quote, as Deion Sanders continues to capture the fascination of college football, even when his team gets blown out, something else is happening. It may not make headlines, but it's happening all across the country in Black homes, in Black businesses, Black fathers and sons, Black moms and daughters, Black friends and workmates. So many in the Black community are talking about Sanders. They are saying that Colorado is Black America's team. To which Sherman and Keyshawn Johnson's credit, they seem to understand the question about being a little bit confused by the premise. Because Richard Sherman said Deion's got a lot of fans in the Black community, and he's got a lot of fans in every community. And Keyshawn said everybody wants to roll with Deion because it's Deion. But not everybody, though. Just ask the people that wanted him to stick it out at Jackson State and continue to help uplift HBCUs. And just like Deion Sanders, them people ain't hard to find. My instinct is to reject this premise altogether because there is no such thing as Black America. We don't have one voice or one interest. What race of people does? We're not a monolith. And if you're Black, maybe there is an added incentive for you to have a rooting interest in Deion Sanders' success or Marcus Freeman or any other Black coach, because every positive indicator that you can grasp onto is a helping hand for self-affirmation and raising up the next generation. But I guarantee you that if you say Deion Sanders at a gathering of Black Americans that are supposedly united around wanting to see the University of Colorado succeed, you're going to get a whole spectrum of opinions. And that includes people who don't care about Deion at all and never will. Because believe it or not every Black person cares about sports. 10 million people tuned into the Colorado-Oregon game, but there are over 40 million Black people in America. That math ain't mathing. And if you do care about sports, especially college football, are you rooting for Deion Sanders to the point where you left your allegiance behind? Do you want him bringing the Buffaloes to your town to beat up your school? I don't. When they played against Oregon last week, I wanted them to put their foot in Deion's back, and then he could go back to winning. Exactly what happened. My point is that it's silly to consider any group of people to be one thing, one team. White people never have to deal with this. Even if there's something that is disproportionately loved by Caucasians like pickleball, pumpkin spice, Duke basketball, the movie Rudy. Damn, I actually like a few of them things. But anyways, though, it would be absurd to say that something is being embraced by all of white America. But when it comes to minorities, for some reason, we entertain that premise on a live television show moderated by Skip Bayless. And if there was a meeting that we were all supposed to be at on Team Deion, I must have missed that damn meeting. For example, look at what's happening with the Washington Redskins or football team or Commanders. A petition is going around from an organization called the Native American Guardians Association that wants new owner Josh Harris to change the name of the franchise from Commanders back to Redskins. And the reaction online has been, I thought Native Americans were the ones that wanted the name changed. Why can't they make up their mind? Well, maybe because there's no they. Native Americans aren't one thing, so much so that it's literally where we get the term tribal. Holding an entire group accountable for the opinions of one part of that group is how the entire indigenous community ended up having treaty after treaty carve up their land, culture, and resources. Look, I don't care how well-intentioned Mike Freeman was. His column is what gave Skip Bayless permission to go out on TV and present the idea that Black America is some sort of hive mind. Look, I don't care how well-intentioned Mike Freeman was. His column is what gave Skip Bayless permission to go out on TV and present the idea that Black America is some sort of hive mind. Presenting the idea that an increasing number of Black people are rooting for Deion Sanders isn't dangerous because it's probably true. But the idea that it isn't possible for opinions on Deion Sanders to vary because of your skin color is the exact same reason that every time I tweet about Deion, I have trolls in my mentions saying that I only support him because he's Black. We're giving permission for idiots and racists to think like idiots and racists. Let that sink in.